And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. They've got Miles Bridges. Griffin out there with Ball. Then it's Miller. And it's Richards in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Pacers, Benedict Mathurin is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Turner. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2 spot. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done, and I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Halliburton with it. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Here's Mathurin. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. He gets that one.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Pass to Halliburton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Oh, Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
Shooting 2. The first one falls. Well, the last time the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Griffin. Fires for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Griffin. A 3-ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And it goes down 2 points.
And that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Now here's Griffin. On the wing, Bridges, covered by Siakam. Shot clock at 5. And they pick up 2.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Passes to Siakam. Over Bridges. Siakam misses. The Hornets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Ball banked in off the glass. Ball's got his second bucket tonight.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Here's Nembhard, defended by Griffin. Outside for Halliburton. Siakam passes to Nembhard. The rebound by Richards.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Ball no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Griffin. This game an incredible scoring display for him. Here's Richards. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Miller finds Griffin. Lays it up off the glass. Griffin's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout called the Pacers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Look at the most recent power rankings. Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. You look at the Bucks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And the Hornets, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Bridges outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 now.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Siakam. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Tipped away. The 3 from MP. Kept alive. Here's Miller. Mathurin with some nice defense.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Indiana, another 3.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
On the wing, Miller. Drives to the hoop. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shooting for Charlotte.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the free throw, no good. We know coaching changes, Doris, are a constant in the NBA, but how long do you think it takes to implement a new system?
I think, Kevin, it depends on the group. How young is your team, or how veteran leadership plays a part in how your season unfolds. But, boy, we've seen some teams flourish immediately after a coaching switch.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul. Halliburton looking around. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Davis Bertans checks in for Nick Richards.
Davis Bertans.
Here's Halliburton to the paint. Here's Nembhard. Shoots over Griffin. Here's Turner. And the layup falls.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside Griffin. Shoots the three. And the three ball is good. Griffin's got 11.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Here's Turner. The Hornets pull it in. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he drives in. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Mathurin. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Clippers. Here's Turner. It's deflected.
Well, Davis Bertans puts that 6'10 frame to use with that rejection.
Hornets leading by 10. There's the pass to Bertans. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
It's stolen by Bertans. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And that one drops for him. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Smith checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Nesmith in for Benedict Mathurin. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Martin's checked in for Miller. Halliburton can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Ball. Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days. But it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
First one falls for him. Griffin hits them both. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Fires the 3. Bridges with the board.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Nembhard. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that Clippers game.
Jalen Smith taking flight. Get up, young fella.
Hornets leading by 14. Out to the wing. Bertans finds Griffin from deep. And he's good on the 3 ball. Griffin's got 18 points.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Here's Nembhard, defended by Griffin. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And it's Halliburton missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Griffin dishes to Bridges. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Assisted.
Griffin's got 3 assists tonight.
It's going to take more than that to impede the progress of Miles Bridges, so adept, keeping his focus on the basket when he shoots it.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
To the left wing. Bertans kicks to Griffin. Outside, Martin. Clock at 4. It's tipped. Passes it to Nembhard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Griffin. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Bertans. Offline with his 3. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. 17-point game. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Outside, Ball. Outside, Griffin. And he converts the layup. Griffin's got 20 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Halliburton passes to Smith. Halliburton against Ball. And it's Halliburton penetrating. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Boy, Halliburton going downhill on the attack. So few guys can stay in front of him.
Bridges inside, covered by Smith. Griffin looking it over. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
The pass to Nesmith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Well, Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball. Helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
And so is Charlotte with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. We've got Griffin. Miller is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. picked up 58 points, and had a season high in boards. He was doing work on the glass. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy. Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
To the middle, here's Turner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on Miles Bridges.
Well, how about the ability to get that defender to bite on the pump fake? Turner's so effective at getting guys to leave the ground.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shoot 2. And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable.
Finish one half of basketball.
That's the end
Indiana
of the first
out in
half
front,
with the
up by
score.
12.
Your
Live from
Pacers,
Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're
72.
watching 2K
The
Sports.
60.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Turner is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Miller against Mathurin. Siakam outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Hornets trail by 9. Ball dishes to Bridges. Outside Griffin. Poke loose. Halliburton with the steal. Here we go, all alone. From the arc. The rebound by Richards. Richards got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Miller. It's good. Miller's got 6.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Here's Siakam. The 10-footer finds the target. 10 points for him. Charlotte shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Outside Griffin. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. The shot will not fall. Here's Nembhard. 19 points in the game. And it's Halliburton missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense. Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Pass to Halliburton. That one goes. Count it. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Griffin. And he comes up with the deuce. Griffin's got 29.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Halliburton outside. Goes up the baseline. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Pascal Siakam showing you I can do a little bit of everything. You need an offensive rebound, a second chance opportunity, willing to do what it takes.
And the Hornets calling time here. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. But for any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it. And that's what we do in life normally, right?
The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Look at Griffin, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Hornets trail by 9. Bridges inside. Siakam's there. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 18 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Mathurin. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Boy, so much of Benedict Mathurin's success is about his will. He is one tough customer.
Ball finds Griffin. Bridges outside. Six to shoot, and stolen by Siakam. Halliburton up top. He's covered by Ball. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Hornets making a change here. Eibels checked in. Inside. And Halliburton slams it in.
The frame of Halliburton makes you think he can't finish through contact, but folks, that's a wiry, strong frame right there.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Indiana?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
That's good from Halliburton. Well, in 2 years at the helm, no playoff appearances for Rick Carlisle. But Doris, I think we both know they're sure to come.
Well, his history suggests, Kevin, that it's absolutely on the horizon. The challenge a bit different on this particular stop for him. In the past, there have been superstar caliber players that he has worked with. Now you're sort of building the foundation and growing from there.
Siakam passes to Mathurin. Good D by Miller.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to Mathurin. Indiana again missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
The three from MP. And it's the Hornets another three.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Pacers leading by 4. And it's Halliburton penetrating. And Halliburton slams it in.
My goodness, how about that explosion? Halliburton takes off.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Some changes. Isaiah Jackson comes in for Miles Turner, and it's Neesmith in for Halliburton. Left side, Griffin. To the inside, Richards. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin. Richards got 6 here in this quarter. And so Siakam will bring it up for Indiana. Now the pass to Nemo. Outside Mathurin, over Thibault, and it's Mathurin missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Griffin passes to Miller. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now just a 2-point Pacer lead. Here's Nemo. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Miller's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the lob to Bridges. The game now all time.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Now Siakam. He's got 12. He's feeling it. Good on the jump shot. Siakam's got 14. Charlotte has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Outside Griffin. And it's the Hornets another 3.
All night. He just won't let up.
And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 1. Here's Nemo. Siakam outside. That's to Nemo. Fires from deep. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night. At the elbow, Griffin. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Mathurin, defended by Thibault. Siakam outside. Passes it to Neesmith. For 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 10.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and Tyrese Halliburton says one of the favorite parts about the way we're building the culture here is it's not just showing up for a game, and that's it. We watch games, text about games, talk about games when we get to the arena. I just want to be around guys who love basketball and want to be great. Kevin?
Isn't that special, David? Hey, thanks for that report. Here's Siakam. Lets it go from 14. Here's Jackson. Pass to Nemo. Back to Jackson. To the left side wing. Neesmith can't get it to go. Charlotte has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Griffin against Jackson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Nesmith. And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
And the Hornets call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Time to get loud.
He's checked in for
Substitution on the court.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Indiana moving the ball around. Turner looking around. Halliburton drives in. Topping, no one around him. Indiana again missing. Hornets trail by 6 on the court for the Hornets. We've got ball. Nick Richards out there with Bridges. Then it's Miller, and it's Griffin in at the point guard.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots. You can definitely see a difference.
And it's Mathurin missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. And that'll be his third foul so far. Pacers leading by 4. Right at the free throw line. Indiana again missing. Charlotte has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Miller kicks to Griffin. Clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Buries it from 3-point range. And now just a 1-point Pacer lead.
And great play by the young guy. Miller doesn't let the clock disrupt this motion.
Siakam inside. Defended by Bridges. Offensive rebound. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Mathurin against Griffin. To take the lead. Cranes the three-pointer. Griffin's got 45 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Mathurin against Griffin. And it's Mathurin missing. Here are the Hornets with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Bridges. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 6 assists in the game. Timeout called the Pacers.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Toppin can't get it to go.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game. What? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
There's the lob to Bridges. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Pacers trail by 6. Siakam looking around to end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Griffin.
I got yours.
Lets it go from deep. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Siakam inside. He's against Bridges. Siakam misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by the Hornets.
Outside Griffin. Three-pointer. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Over Bridges. Siakam misses.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Halliburton passes to Turner. And there's the pass to Siakam. Doesn't go for him. Bridges with some nice defense.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Hornets leading by 14. Outside Griffin. Puts up a 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Mathurin, and Griffin sends it back. They get it back. Halliburton outside. Here's Siakam. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. The Hornets shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And that one's good. Richards.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Good on the baseline, Jay. Halliburton's got 23.
Well, you love to see guys willing to exploit the mid-range. If that's what the defender concedes, go ahead and take it.
Here's Ball. And the wide-open shot from Panda again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Here's Halliburton. Here's Turner. The rebound by Richards.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Toppin against Griffin. Bridges outside. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
3.
Griffin's got 9 assists now tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hornets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Hornets foul. Miles Bridges. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Indiana, Pascal Siakam.
Throw good, Siakam.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willing...
Substitution on the court.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
A metaphorical wizard, metaphorical. These metaphors is better off than locking them. Ain't anybody's can take on antibiotics. Anybody can be a or be a in the wrong position. Diagnostic, I'm so fly on a higher octave. Toxic eyes wide staring at the apocalypse. Sipping from pearl goblets with gold droplets. The cover that I write in my tablet is all ostrich. Songs and elegant psalms and a karma hostage. Harmonica plays with a xylophone. It pays homage. Exposing fake theories into quantum physics. More on the floors in the Compton visit. That's why I play in the clubs, lot of girls and thugs. Wu-Tang thought I was a kid the way I play with. Don't underestimate the power. Instead, you should bless the Kate. Barbershop talk, axe around. I'm in the best debates.
Heard you still calling a deal. You ain't all when they want, so you ain't driving for real, man. Down. Spent your whole budget on cribs and the heels and called to work, but nothing to show. But you crashed out. Cold bossing over and no closer from. To dispose you, the thrills not the real, they had get. Going hard and down in the yard with all the Afro beef. Don't never recall. I made a sacrifice around the time I couldn't afford a sack of rice. So when I got it blown it like a saxophone with bad advice, a tragic life, false perception, get decided pressure, sold the rights to all the writers, spent it all on ice. No cake with all that ice. What you gonna do next? Pawn shop pricing. Rich song, cut my and they drop. Tired of on your neck, I'm on your ass cock. Pride of my he got out and kept his nose clean. Hold my brother down, I'm standing 10 until my toes sting. Pretty girl from PG County got me in the choke. I mean, if she on my mind, she ain't just fine, she's the dopamine. If she on my body, call it Amy. Cause ain't I can't get on my